Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday, Friday Eve, or let's see, what was the other one? Hump Day plus one, something like that. Somebody called it, I think. Anyway, happy Thursday. Good morning to y'all. Welcome to the coffee sessions. Maybe I should change the name to the cookie sessions because Jack's that's what he wants to call it, the cookie sessions. But let's take a look, see who we got hanging out with us. Already got some thumbs up going over there, so that looks pretty promising. Darren was here early. This 7:44 he hit this. Good morning. Of course, he may not be here now. He may just hit and run. Good morning, Darren. Larry Galt, good morning. Thank goodness it's Thursday. Okay. Marcelo's here. Good morning. Thank you for the thumbs up. Paul Stewart's here. Good morning. Thank you for the thumbs up. Marcelo says he's watching his machine move back and forth, cutting a Santa model. Awesome. Getting the jump on Christmas. Yeah. Stephen Toronto's here. Good morning, Stephen. I think I've seen you in here for a while. Welcome back to the coffee sessions. John Howard is here this morning. Good morning, sir. Leo Steger. Good morning. Getting a thumbs up there. Appreciate that. Wilson Rubottom. Good morning. Clyde CNC's here. Good morning, sir. Gary Hammett. Good morning, Gary. Mr. Bart Bixel's here. Good morning and happy Thursday. Okay, Darren's still hanging around, he says. I hope he was drinking some coffee in between that, because 7:44, that's pretty early. George Rothfuss, good morning, sir. And we are caught up. Got one last cookie here, so I'm going to go ahead and give that to my boy. Let's see. Once again, I don't have a whole lot to talk about, as usual. Joanne says it's going to rain today. Maybe off and on and stuff. I don't know. Doesn't look too bad. It's sunny out there. It doesn't really look like it's going to rain. But she said it was, so I'm not going to argue with her. But she also said that by the time I get up tomorrow morning, the rain will have passed through. I guess we got some kind of a cold front. So should be really good weather for the weekend, which is good. Let's see. Okay, Darren says he's on the second pot. Been up since 5 a.m. All right, that's a little bit earlier than I get up. I mean, sometimes I wake up way earlier than that and can't go back to sleep. But if I can, I try to sneak. Especially now, it's not getting light until later, so I just keep sleeping later and later. A little bit, but of course we got time change coming up, and I hate that time change. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I don't know who thought of that, but pretty stupid. And I don't think anybody likes it. Any of y'all like the time change when you flip back and forth? I don't know of a single person that likes it. But yet we do it every year. Spring forward and fall back. I prefer the spring forward time. I hate it in the wintertime when it's already starting to get dark about 6:30, and then you change the time, and now it's dark at 5:30. Holy cow, it's so depressing. I like my sunshine. For those of you who are really sharp watchers, you might notice that right back here, I move this. Let me see if I can move. I don't know how to move that out of the way. Right. there, I brought in a bunch of that wood I got from my buddy Greg Hamilton. I got my trusty little moisture meter out and was checking some of it yesterday. And, I've had that now. I don't remember when I got that. It's probably been 2 or 3 months. The time goes by so quick. Well, let's see. Maybe not that long. Probably at least a couple of months ago. I've had it stacked on. You can't see where it's at, but it's back over here. Stacked on my little trailer that I was going to do the mini thing on. That I still want to do that if dadgum lumber ever comes back down. But anyway, I've got had it stacked on that and had a tarp over it. So I got my little moisture meter out, and some of it is it's because it was way heavy. You could tell when you picked it up it was full of water, but it's not too bad. There's a few places over there. This moisture meter is set up it'll do a little tone thing. I don't know what, not really a beep, but kind of a beep, I guess, if it's 20% or over. And there's a couple of pieces over there that are just over 20, and then there's some others that are between 15 and 20, so they don't beep. But anyway, I moved some of it in here. That's maybe half of it, probably not quite half of it. But I thought, well, I'll go ahead and move it in here and just stack it up right beside the lathe. And that way it'll finish drying out in here. And I'm going to go ahead and try to try to cut some of it into some smaller bowl type blanks and see. And when I turn them, if I can tell that it's still pretty wet, I'll just leave them thick, kind of do the rough turn on them, then stack them over there somewhere and let them dry some more, and then come back and finish turn them later. Or if it looks like it's going to do okay, I'll go ahead and turn them all the way down and watch them crack later, because that's what usually happens when they finish drying. But yeah, I'm anxious to turn some. There's a couple pieces of cherry over there, and the rest of it's the poplar. But I'm gonna try to do some of that. Let's see here. Clyde says he's gonna get rain too. John Howard says no. I'm not sure what he's saying no about. Larry says 5 a.m. or earlier for me. Military done it to me. Yeah. Jesse's here this morning. Good morning, Jesse. Jim Senecola's here. Good morning, Jim. Have you done anything else with your rotary? I hadn't heard from you about that in a while. David Burnett is here. Good morning. If you're a baseball fan, especially if you're a Braves fan, good news. Braves won. I didn't watch it, but I think it was 9-2 or something. So I think they've got, let's see, I think they're up 3-1 in that series now. So one more win and they'll be going to the World Series, but good for them. And I'm not sure. Oh, John was talking about the time change. Yeah, time change sucks, doesn't it? I'm not sure, but I think they played that game last night in LA. So I'm thinking that they're going to be coming back. Let's see, because it's 3-1. It'd be 2 games left. So I think the next one's here in Atlanta. I think. I don't know. Let's see. Go Braves, he says. I am correct, I guess, about the score. George says Had a short night. About 4 a.m., had a thunderstorm move through my neighborhood. Then a cold front. Now, current weather, 9:07 a.m., 57, cloudy. Feels like 56. Expect partly sunny skies. High will be 62. All right. Yeah, we're going. High today is supposed to be 75, I think. Pretty much perfect weather, except unless it rains off and on, like she said. But so far, it's looking good here. And when Joanne says it's going to rain, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to get rain, because I'm not really the same spot where Joanne is. So, okay, Gary's getting me. See, I should just let Gary report on this. He says, LA again tonight, Saturday. Okay, LA, they're playing in LA again tonight. Yeah, that's right. It's 2, 3, and then 2, I guess. Yeah. Well, I hope they can get it. I always like it when the team beats the other team to win it, to go to advance at their home thing, especially LA. You couldn't have to a better place. I'm not a fan of California, as you might guess. Actually, I'm not a fan of the whole left coast, but that's another story. Let's see. Yeah, I got my bunch of stuff moved in here. I tell you, it's getting really junky over there. I have got to find something to do. Because when I put this lathe over here, I just rolled that little Nova lathe over there, and it's of course it's got that big long stand, so it takes up a lot of room, and it's just sitting in the middle of the shop right over there. But I didn't want to get rid of it until I find out I'm going to like this. But I'm loving this thing. This thing is just freaking awesome. So I'm having so much fun with this. I doubt if I ever use that again. So I need to. I thought about maybe checking with this. I got this little. I'm pointing like you know what I'm talking about. But right across that field is that Christian school. And I don't know whether they might have a shop class or not. But I think I'm going to see if I can contact them and see if they have, any kind of a shop class or woodworking, wood shop, what do they call it? Wood shop class, I guess. And if they do, I may just donate that. That'd probably be a good thing to do. So, anyway, but I really need to get it kind of out of the way. It doesn't really bother me because I'm pretty much, when I come in the door, I come over this way. But I've really only got like about half a shop now. My bandsaw's over there. I still use that a lot. And then I have to kind of wade through stuff to get to my little Harbor Freight 4x36 sanding belt, which I'm using to sharpen my lathe tools. But yeah, I need to get that out of here. Did get a bunch of stuff burned up yesterday out in my, you can't see it, but just outside that window a little ways is my fire pit. Got all my Gatton CNC skeletons, at least as of this moment, they're all burned up. Got a few other odds and ends burned up. Try to make it look a little less junky. Little disappointed with my local Walgreens. So I think I told you yesterday I got a text from them saying I had more prescriptions ready. So I had to go back down there yesterday. And I'd just been there Monday to get, I can't even pronounce what it's called. Starts with an M, but anyway, I had to take 4 things. I went down there to get one Monday. Well, I go down there yesterday, and then I realized that apparently I need to pay more attention when they send me a text. because the text I got from them said that I had one prescription ready to pick up. And it was the same thing I picked up Monday. But then right above that, and I thought it was saying these are ready to pick up, is another 2 prescriptions that I have to have. But they were in process after I looked closer. So I go down there, and the lady's looking. She goes, "Well, do you want to?" She goes, "I got this one." And then she said what it was. And I go, "Well, wait a minute. I don't need that." I said, "I just picked that up Monday." And she went and looked, and she came back and she said, "Yeah, you're right. You just got this Monday." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I need the other 2." She goes, "Oh, well, they're not ready yet. You can come back tomorrow and get them." And I'm like, okay. And then anyway, I just settled into my recliner for the evening and get a text, and it's like, "Oh yeah, they're ready now." So I got to go this morning again. So this will be 3 times this week. Got to go. Got to go to Walgreens, and there's still another one. They'll probably text me tomorrow about that one, so I come get it. Let's see. Bart says, "I'm not a fan of the left coast either. I'm hoping to move east a state or 2 in 6 or 7 years." Well, Bart, you could probably come to Georgia if you wanted to. We'd let you in here, I'm pretty sure. And I feel bad for a few people that I know that are decent people that live out there in the crazy land, whatever. But yeah, hope you can get out of there. Let's see. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I watched a little bit of the. You can't help but I don't watch TV really, other than my local news to get the weather. But even when you go to flip to YouTube, you always get these things pop up, and it's all the political stuff and all that crazy stuff going on over there. And I don't know. It's just unbelievable what's happening, and what even makes me, or what's more unbelievable to me, is that people just like, well, you know, it's just amazing to me that people just, you think about it. There's let's count for a minute. How many people there's? I think 535. I think House Representatives, right? Isn't it 535? Somebody do that. Help me with the math here. And then you got 100 senators, and then you got the VP and the PP, whatever he is, Brandon. But really, I mean, you think about this, it's just a handful of people controlling. What are we up to over here in the U.S. now? 330 million or something? But it's just amazing to me how all this stuff is going wrong. And we're just like, we can't do anything till next election. I don't know. I'm thinking when you stand up and stand together, things can change. Just it's just stupid. The stuff that we just kind of like, oh well, maybe we'll win the election next time. I don't know. Stuff like that just irritates me. But you see that Southwest Airlines tried to pull that vaccine mandate stuff, and the pilot said, "Mm-mm, Ain't going to happen. So now Southwest Airlines is back down from that. They're saying, well, okay. Because I think they lost like, I think I read somewhere they lost like 50 million bucks in like one day. Just because, they had to cancel all those flights because of weather, which was a lie. And they got called out on that later because it wasn't weather. It's their pilots are saying, nope, not going to do it. Not going to do it. In Delta, good old Delta, based right here in Atlanta, they're saying, nah, we're not going. And I'm really surprised because so many of them here, Coca-Cola is all woke and everything. They're right here based in Atlanta. I won't ever drink another Coke. But Delta has said, no, we're not going to do the mandate thing. So see, like I said, if enough people grow a set and stand together, you can change. And another thing I don't quite understand, people, they go, well, it's a mandate. We got to do it. Mandate's not a law. It's kind of more like a suggestion, I think. So, but thank God there's a few folks that are standing up. Ron DeSantis is one. Governor of Texas is another. Brian Kemp's kind of. I'm still not real happy with him. I mean, we could have done worse if that other one had got in there. But he has his moments, but yeah. But I just wish we could get things straight. I just wish people would quit being crooks. But that's not going to happen. And when I say that, the people in Congress, they're always talking about, well, we got to make the rich pay their taxes. Well, every one of them's filthy rich, and they got rich off of backs of taxpayers. Funneling that lobbyist money in their pocket and all that stuff. But I don't like either one of them. Well, all of them. If you're an independent, I don't like you. If you're a Republican, I don't like you. And if you're a Democrat, I don't like you. You're only slightly, the Republicans to me are only slightly better than the Democrats because at least they don't want socialism. They just want to keep being a crook. They want to be a capitalist crook, not a socialist crook. But they're all crooks. They're all crooks. Some of them, I remember back when, man, y'all got me talking about some weird stuff this morning. I remember back when everybody was, they were trying to say Trump was a Russian asset, the whole fake dossier thing and all that kind of stuff. In Lindsey Graham from South Carolina, all of a sudden he grew a set and started doing this, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, Lindsey Graham, he's the man." Lindsey for president stuff, and I'm like, screw Lindsey. He's been in there for like 20 something years. Now he's finally doing, acting like he's a big tough guy. Now he's a crook too, just like the rest of them. They're all crooks. Dadgummit, they're all crooks. How did I get off on that tangent? I don't know. Let's see. Larry says Biden is building his voter base daily with open borders. Yeah. See that again, talking to the border thing, that's what drives me nuts is they want to say, you have to get the jab. Oh, you guys, yeah, come on in. Nah, we don't. It's got to be one or the other, If the jab's so important, then let's make sure everybody gets it. Don't be letting these cootie carrying, we don't know who you are people come on in here. Let them do it the legal way, the way they're supposed to. Jesse says, I don't go on mandates. Yeah. Yeah. But it's good to say, I hope it keeps continuing. But there's finally some people, standing up and going, nah, we're not going to follow that. You can say it's a mandate or whatever you want to call it, but we're not doing it. And that's going to have to continue to happen. Steven says, need to abolish the party system. Yeah, the whole system is rigged. All of it. Every bit of it. Both sides, all of it. But, and now, here's the thing that really irritates me. And it should irritate you too. Now they're wanting to make sure they keep an eye on your bank account. Wait a minute. Where'd Larry Galt get that money? Where'd that come from? He just deposited $602. Where'd he get that? None of their damn business where you got it. That's what it is. Oh, man. Y'all got me fired up today. And I don't even know how we got started on that. Wasn't I talking about wood and stuff just a little while ago? Yeah, well, this one's, we about got this one in the books here. I got to finish my coffee and then go back to Walgreens again. It seems like I'm having to make all these extra little piddly trips to go places. Now that gas is over $3 a gallon and I drive a big truck. Whereas normally I wouldn't go anywhere. What? I don't know. If it wasn't for the drugs that keep me alive, I wouldn't even bother going. Steven says, love the shirt. Yeah. We do need to try to legalize it. It's not legal everywhere. It's not legal here in some parts of the states. It's not legal. It's definitely not legal in Australia, man. If y'all have been paying attention to what they're doing in Australia, but again, I see some people, because I know a lot of people, not personally, I've never met them personally, but just YouTube people and stuff like that. And some of them look like they're not even worrying about that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you sheep, man. You just keep giving up stuff for long. You won't even be able to go to the bathroom without asking permission. So, anywho, well, yeah, I think I'm trying to decide what I might do. If it rains like Joanne said it would, there goes my timer. I may spend a day. I've got some video shot. But I'm not really sure I want to use that video for this Saturday thing, which means if I don't, I got to get out here and do something else. But either way, I need to edit that because the video shot, but it's not edited. And I think I'm going to add a few things back to my website. I ran across some stuff. I've got so many computers. And when I say computers, I mean the old kind where you're not using them anymore and they're on the shelf. But usually before I do away with a computer, I know I'm probably never going to hook it back up again to see what's on that hard drive. So I usually copy the stuff or look to find anything that's, important and copy it to one of those external hard drive things. So I've got one of those that I just keep setting over on the floor in my office. And I plugged it up the other day looking for something. And of course, then you find this stuff that you've forgotten about. And I'm like, yeah, I probably should put some of that stuff back on my website. So I may try to go through and look through that, especially if it starts raining. But if it doesn't rain, I might come out here and play. You can see I got something on there. I took a little old limb, and I wasn't videoing it, but I was just gonna play a little bit, and I was gonna try to make another little box, lidded box. But the stuff was so punky that I just kept going, turning it down, and finally I got it to where it's really pretty good. And I thought, well, now that I got it, it's really too small to make a box. I mean, you could make it like a ring box or something, I guess. But it's got some pretty spalting and stuff on it. So I thought, well, let me just make it into the shape of a handle, because I do have something I'm wanting to do later on where I'll need a handle, but I'm not quite sure that's long enough. But anyway, it's a good handle for something. I went ahead and finished it and just left it in there drying. Anyway, let's get out of here and get this Thursday going. We got get ready for Friday. So everybody have a good Thursday, Friday Eve, Hump Day +1, whatever you want to call it. And come back tomorrow, and we will be on number 416. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. See y'all.